Oh. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. See, we have one person in here. Who do we got? Who's in the live? What's going on, Casey? How you doing, buddy? Just getting this started here, making sure we got everything going. Tracy, Greg, what's going on, ABV Drinker? What's going on, Rico? What's going on, Cooper? What's going on, everybody? As you can see, we have a couple of bourbons on the bar top. We're going to do a little bit of a blind tonight. What's going on, Buddha? What's going on, baby? What's going on, everybody? Glad to see everybody joining in. It's going to be awesome. I'm stoked for this one tonight. Oh, it's going to be fun. What's going on, Josh? How you doing? How you doing? We're going to start this up. We got 7:02. I'll start the explanation of what we're doing tonight around like 7:10. So let's see who else wants to join in. Ask some questions. Let's get some things going here because I'd assume you guys have a couple of questions that you want to ask me before we get this started. Everybody have a good New Year this year? Did anybody go out anywhere? I was stuck at work this year, unfortunately, but made a decent amount of money, so I'm really not that upset about it. We're rocking with 13 guys in here. Guys, if you're in here, drop a like. Really, really helps. Gets the live stream out there to a couple more people, and hopefully they want to join in on the Everyday Drinker shenanigans that we do over here. Exactly, Salty. Don't forget to smash that like. Oh, Greg, that stinks. Just a regular cold, no COVID, just a cold, because I know COVID and the flu are coming around like crazy right now again. There you go. Stayed home with the New Year barrel bourbon. I wish I had picked that one up because that would have been an awesome bottle to crack open for New Year's for sure. That's good, Greg. Hopefully you get better soon and you can start enjoying yourself. Because it's not fun being sick. I had just a regular cold a couple months ago, and I was down and out for like 3 weeks with that thing. It was just your traditional cold. And granted, my fiance is a teacher, so she's around all those kids, and they get everything like you wouldn't believe. So I got whatever she got that she didn't get sick from, and I was out for like 3 weeks. There you go, Josh. Watch that Georgia game, that little beatdown that they had. Rico, when I got home, I had a little bit of the E.H. Taylor single barrel, and I passed out because I was at work at 2:30 in the afternoon. I didn't get home until 2 a.m. and had a little pour of myself and went right to bed because I was exhausted, literally a 12-hour shift. Yeah, Dan, it's a good one. It's a good one. This E.H. Taylor small batch, it is a darn good one. Still don't have my whole taste bud back yet. Hey, man, that's why I'm going to be drinking some Makers tonight for you, Greg. I'm going to be drinking the Makers for you. Yeah. But we got a couple more minutes. We got about 5 minutes before I explain some stuff. So let's get some more people in here, and we're going to talk about what we're doing. You got it, Greg. Anything for you, buddy. Anything for you. Dustin, I want a bottle of that so freaking bad. You have no idea how bad I want a bottle of that. The Fiddler, the Georgia Heartwood. I heard so many good things about it. Every time it hits one of my Total Wines in my area, it's literally gone within like 5 minutes. And I think you can get it off a Sealbox website, but I'm not. I've bought one thing off of Sealbox, but I need to hear a couple more reviews on Sealbox and see like how fast things get shipped. If they have like problems with like out of stock situations, because I've heard a lot of like online websites have problems with like selling something and then not telling people that it's actually out of stock. Got two of them, Dustin. You're lucky. You're lucky, lucky, lucky. What's up, Mike? How you doing tonight? Yes, SNK. It is the 01 and 02, and as you can also see, we have all three larcenies of the lineup from last year as well. Did have a Bourbon County aged stout aged in larceny. Really, Dan? Now that sounds absolutely fantastic. Yesterday, for the unfortunate loss of the Eagles game, I had me and my fiance went out to a bar, and I can't remember the name of the brewery, but I had a chocolate stout and then a hazelnut stout, and they were both absolutely fantastic. Not finished in any barrels, but I'm a big stout guy when it comes to beer. I love that dark, thick, creamy beer. We got a couple more minutes, 3 minutes until I start the explanation of tonight. So let's get some more people in here, guys. Let's go, let's go. Ask a couple more questions. Let's see. What do you got? What do you got for me? Anybody else new in here that had some fun New Year's Eve shenanigans? Let me know about them. Cheers, Burke. Cheers. Cheers, Donnie. Cheers to you, too. Maker's 46 in the glass. What else is everybody else drinking? Anybody else drinking some fun things tonight while we do this live stream? I want to know what everybody's drinking, because I know some people have some really good pours, and I like hearing it. And some of them I wish I had myself. What's going on, Dan? How you doing, buddy? There you go. There you go. Break out that mocha spice. Ah, there you go. Breaking out that Penelope Architect. As you can see, one of my favorites. Rare breed. There you go, Corey. That's a good pour. That's a good. I made a rare breed old fashioned last night, and man, rare breed is just one of those bottles that I absolutely love in any situation, any way. It is. Mike, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you're awesome, Mike. I can't believe that. Yeah, Mike, you're gonna guess that we have a Weeder flight coming? You're damn right, baby. We got a Weeder flight coming. That's for sure. We've got so what do we got? We got 708. I guess we could start explaining what we're doing. But as you guys can see, we have some makers in front of us, and we have the larceny barrel strengths in front of us as well. I did the blind with the BRT01 and the BRT02, and when I did that blind for the top 10 releases, the BRT02 came out on top. It's come out on top a couple of times. And I did the blind for the larceny lineup as well, and the C922 came out on top a couple of times. Thanks to Mike for sending that bottle to me, because without him, I wouldn't have been able to do this blind, and I found out how freaking fantastic C922 is. But I've also said in that video that blinds do some crazy things, and they change. So we're going to do all the weeded bourbons that I was able to pick this year, that were released this year, and see which one is actually the best in front of you guys, and see if anything's changed from the first time I did these blinds to today. And I'm really excited for this one, because I haven't done all 5 of these yet. And I think it's going to be really, really fun to actually see if maybe A122 for some reason today just comes out on top. It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for it. Drinking some New Riff single barrel. There you go. There you go. Or small single barrel, right? Yeah. There you go. What's going on, Salty? But these have been sitting out for about 15-20 minutes. So they have been breathing. They've been smoking a cigar, watching some football. But I think it's time we start drinking some of these because I want to drink some bourbon with you guys. You guys are drinking. I'm not drinking. I got a little glass of water right here. But I say we get to drinking. So as you guys know, we go left to right and then right to left. And in between each glass, I interact with the chat a little bit, and it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time. If you're new, make sure you drop that like. And without further ado, let's start with our glass all the way to the left. Oh man, this one smells so good. There's a dark cherry, a little bit of like a lemon peel going on. I find a lot of lemon that comes in like weeded bourbon sometimes. It's not like lemon juice. It's a nice fresh lemon zest. It's got that pancake syrup, man. Yeah, I love that. I love it so much. Like all of these are gonna smell fantastic. I can only imagine. Oh man, going from one to two, completely different nose too. It's crazy how they change like you wouldn't believe. Let's get into the palate. Oh, that's maple syrup in a glass. Wow. That's thick. It's creamy. It's viscous. It's kind of like a cinnamon swirl ice cream in a way. Really, really good. The proofs on the BR, so they're both the same proof, 109.4. So if you guys aren't aware, BRT01 was selected from barrels at the top of the rick house, so it's nice and warm up there. Not a lot of climate change up there. Where it's warmer, the bourbon doesn't really seep into the wood as much. And the BRTO2 is from the bottom of the rick house, so it's nice and cool. I completely screwed that up. When it's warmer, the wood opens up a little bit more, allows a little bit more of that bourbon to get sucked into the pores, and at night it gets secreted back into the barrel, and it gets a little bit more of a funkiness to it. Whereas BRTO2 is at the bottom of the rick house, stays nice and cool. I'm pretty sure they made the statement that it was the lowest tier of the rick house, so it's right there next to the cool ground, stays nice and cool, gets those darker, richer, woody flavors. And I actually, from what I know, I prefer BRTO2 a little bit more than BRTO1, but again, we're doing this blind and it's going to be absolutely fun. So, number one, super sweet. Cinnamon in a glass, absolutely fantastic. It's like an ice cream. Can't go wrong with that. But I'm moving on to glass number two. And going on the Larcenies, these are going to be a decent amount hotter than these, but none of them drink at that proof. So you have the C922 at 126.6. You have the B522 at 123.8, and then the A122 at 124.4. So these are all within 2 proof points of each other, and they're absolutely fantastic. And like I said, they don't drink at that proof point, that high 120 mark. They drink probably a little bit lower at that like 115 mark. So I might be able to differentiate these from these, but at the end of the day, who knows? Yeah, completely different nose. This one is, it's got a little bit more oak going on for it. It's got a little bit more of a mustiness going. Yeah, there's a slight like strawberry shortcake. I'm getting a little bit of like a sweeter icing. That cinnamon is in there a little bit, light cinnamon. Almost like I'm getting a little bit more like a hay bale, barnyard style. I get that a lot with weeders. This is really, smells really good. Not as good as number one though. Number one was really good on the nose, and I was really good on the palate, so I'm really stoked to see what this one is like on the palate as well. A lot lighter, a lot lighter. So I'm gonna go off of a limb here. say number 1 was one of the larcenies, number 2 is one of the makers. Still super oily, not as long of a finish, really not as long of a finish. But when it coats your palate, it's thick, it's viscous. It's got a little bit more of like a dirt note going on for it compared to number 1. Number 1 was sweet. This one's a little bit more earthy. It's got a little bit more of a dark plum note going on for it as well. It's a little bit more fruity compared to number 1. It's earthier, it's fruitier. There's a floralness going on for it. And they're 2 completely different glasses right off of the bat. 2 completely different glasses. You got sweet, then you got fruity and earthy and floral. Let's find out what number 3 is all about. But yeah, Salty, you've got the Larceny Batch B522. It really might. It really, really might. The B522 is what, the 124 proof? No, 123. Yeah, 123.8, so 124 proof. Darn good stuff. It really, really is. But let's get into glass number 3 here, guys. See what this one is all about. Ooh, different nose. I'm getting a little bit of like a dark brown sugar. It cloves, a little bit more baking spice in there. Wow. Okay. I'm getting baking spices, which is interesting with a weeder, how prevalent the baking spices in this are. And then I'm getting peach, like a peach cobbler in a way. Then you pull it away, and right off, that second sniff, the second sniff from my sniffer, I got pine needles. What's going on, Olivia? Good to see ya. Pine needles, dark brown sugar, and peaches is what's on the nose in this. Let's find out what's on the palate of this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brown sugar and funky. I try not to say funky in my videos because a lot of people are like, what is funky? But that's got a weird funk going on for it. The funk is like you walk into a attic and you just smell that mildew, but it's not off-putting. If that's weird, I'm sorry. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about when you find that funk, but you actually enjoy it a little bit. And that's what this one has. Has a little bit of that funk. The sweetness is coming through a little bit now. That funk goes away. Exactly. Like mildew and wet clothes. It's darn right there, baby. But it's enjoyable. Beer funk, exactly. Happy New Year to you too, Bourbon. You think BRT01 crushes all of them? Ooh, those are fighting words, baby. Those are fighting words. But after you get past that funk, there's a lot more sweetness. So, coated the palate, and I think that it reset my palate a little bit to where on the nose I'm picking a lot more sweetness up. That brown sugar, I'm getting a little bit more of like a cinnamon sweetness. Nutmeg. Pine needles are still there. Like I'm walking through like the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. If you guys know what I'm talking about, Pine Barrens in New Jersey it's nothing but pine trees for miles and miles and miles and acres and acres and acres. It's sand, it's pine trees, and that's what I'm getting right out of this glass. Yeah, Daniel, you're going to go for BRT01 as well? We're going to see. Man, I like this one. I think I like this one more than 2, so these 2 are in the lead right now. We're moving on to glass number 4. Make sure you guys are dropping those likes. Drop those likes. Also, if you hadn't seen today's video, I uploaded our 2,000 subscriber giveaway information If you didn't know, we're giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare. Do one of you want one of these? Do you not have one? Do you want to get one? Make sure you like that video, because I know all of you that are in here are subscribed. Like it, comment, gets a lot more people into it, and maybe we'll be able to hit another milestone soon to where we can give away more bottles of better stuff than Eagle Rare, because Eagle Rare is good. A lot of people want it, but there's better stuff out there, and I might be able to give away bottles that are better than this bottle right here. Also, with the giveaway information, we're doing a t-shirt giveaway. Right here is the old color that I was going for, but that's the gold. But as you guys know, the logo is blue. The aesthetic behind me is blue. So the new logo on t-shirts is going to be blue. We went with a shiny one. Really didn't go out that well, so we're going to go with a nice dark or somewhat cobalt blue matte finish for the shirts, and that's what we're going to be going out with when the store opens up and everything. So I hope you guys are super excited for that, because I'm super excited for the store to open, for you guys to be able to pick up some merch, some Glencairns and whatnot. So here's to the new year, and I can't wait for what this channel is going to do for all of you guys. For me, I absolutely enjoy every single comment, and I make sure that I respond to every single one of you, and it just makes me so happy to see every single one of you guys in the comment section wanting to know a little bit more. Let me know what you got, what your predictions were, what your favorite bourbons are. Absolutely love that. No overseas, just in the States, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yes, Brick, it is the old label. Yep. It does not have the 10-year on the front, but the 10-year is on the back. Exactly. Yes. Eagle Rare is solid. It is a solid bourbon, but there are better ones out there. And yeah, definitely. You have two 1.75 bottles. Wow. That's not bad for $57 each. That's really not bad at all. That really isn't. But let's get into glass number 4, see if this one's any different, and we can find anything different on this glass right here. Wow. Okay, that's a strawberry. Like, you know the ice cream pops with the strawberry crunchies on the outside? That's exactly what I'm getting out of this glass. So strawberry crunchies and a sweet cream cheese icing with a little bit of a touch of vanilla. It's not like a burnt vanilla. It's not a light vanilla. There's a lot of vanilla. There's that strawberry shortcake going on. Wow. Exactly. Press that like button. He's not wrong. Man, yeah, this is that strawberry, that strawberry shortcake ice cream pop. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like wow, that is so strong and so prevalent. That brought me right back to middle school and elementary school, getting one of those for your desserts. Really good. That's the only thing that I'm really picking up on this glass. So let's get into that palate. Wow. That's really good. That is really good. Oh, yeah. That is hands down one of the best sips I've had for the night so far. Sweet, but mellow. You know, it's mellow. It rolls into this, that strawberry is there on the palate. It rolls into a nice big strawberry shortcake. I'm getting a little bit of oak. More oak than anything else that I had so far. And the strawberry, the oak really blend very well together. It is absolutely fantastic. That is hands down the best sip of the night so far. And that's, wow. It's simple, but it's complex. I can go farther. There's a little bit more of it's a cooked down strawberry, not not fresh strawberries. It's almost like a strawberry preserve, where it's that super sweet, and then it's laid over an oak branch. It's exactly as far as I can put that. It is strawberry preserves over an oak branch, and you just want to lick it up. That's all I got for you. BRT01 better than BRT02. Whew. And B522 over C922. Man, those are fighting words too. That is all fighting words. I love it. I absolutely love it. Man. But number 4 was the best one so far. We're going to go right into glass number 5 and see what this one is all about. Oh, wow. Got some Maker's Private Selects that are awesome, but the finishing for me always puts it behind a Larceny, more of a straight weeded bourbon. And I think that's the one thing about Makers, in my opinion, is they're usually on that lower age side. That's why they can throw so much stuff out, and it's always quality stuff. It really is always quality bourbon. But it's usually under that 6-year mark. Some of their stuff in their bottles does hit that 5-6 year mark, but it's usually 4 to 6. So that's why it's always a little bit cheaper. Their finishing is what makes them a little bit more different than a lot of those companies with their French oak staves and stuff like that. Yes, you did, and Nathan, that's absolutely fantastic, and I can't believe the store made the mistake that you got so lucky with in making sure that you snagged 2 of those bottles up. That is absolutely fantastic. One of my local stores up here, they put 6 bottles of Elmer T. Lee on the shelf for $48, without like a buy one per customer or whatnot, and one of the guys in my group posted a picture of it, and within 5 minutes they were off of the shelf because the owner realized that the new kid that was stocking the shelves made a very big mistake, because I would imagine that those would probably be put up for like $150 to $250, and he put them up there for MSRP on the shelf and not in the museum cabinet. Exactly, Salty. I would have bought them all as well. Yes, Tech. C922 is by far one of my favorite pours of the year so far as well. But if you guys are new, the new people that are just joining the live stream, I'm going to go over what we're doing again. We have A122, B522, C922, and Maker's Mark BRT 01 and 02. We're seeing which one actually comes out on top. Like I've said many, many times, blinds are completely different every single day. Whether or not your palate is just different that day, it depends on what you drank, what you ate. And at the moment, we are on glass 5, and we're going to go back through one more time really, really quick to see which one is the actual top dog of the weeded bourbon releases that I was able to pick up this year. You got the gray label for $99? That's not bad at all. That is not a bad steal at all. Also, guys, we have 30 people in here, 22 likes. Let's hit that like button. Let's get those likes up there, boys. Let's do it. Wow, okay. I got a little bit of like a pool water out of this one, which is really, really interesting. Not really understanding why I got a little bit of like a chlorine pool water. I mean, going off of that Henry McKenna, this bottle right here is one of my first ones that I had of the McKennas, and I absolutely love it. This is barrel number 11669, and I don't know if you guys have anything close to that barrel number, if that's close enough in the rickhouse or not, but absolute maple syrup bomb is that bottle right there. Exactly, Brick. Look for the darker barrels. That is 100% true. Darker barrels, the darker bottles don't really, I mean, it doesn't mean that it's going to be better. It really doesn't mean that it's going to be better, but it has the potential to be better. Okay, pool water subsided a little bit. I'm getting a lot of like vanilla sweetness, a little caramel toffee. This one has a lot of apple in it. A lot of like green Granny Smith apples, fresh baked apple pie, Salty with the $10. Yes, thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's to a great year for you as well. Cheers, my guy. That's simple. It's simple. I don't know. I really don't know. It's got a lot of sweetness. That apple pie comes through a lot. It really, really does. XO2. You mean 2XO? Do you mean 2XO, CB? Because I have the 2XO as well. And I wish I got it for 75 because I paid 100 for that bottle. But yeah, this one is super simple. I mean, the nose is a little bit more complex than maybe glass number 3, but the palate, not so much. Okay, second sip, a lot better. Second sip is a lot better. I'm getting that apple, that dark, it's like a baked apple pie with the crust. It's good. It's really good, actually, now. Baked apple pie, crust, cinnamon, toasted sugar on top. Really, really nice. But time to cleanse my palate and go through these one more time. Daniel, the OKI, it's so good. It is so, so good. Minor Bros uploaded a video last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember when they uploaded it. But Matt said that he has the OKI to like get his palate ready and everything, and it's one of those bottles that you go to it to really it's very enjoyable. I absolutely love it. I wish it came a little higher on the top 10 releases of the year because it is just that darn good. I mean, let's try not to fall here. Oh God, I gotta get up. The weird thing about it is I still don't know how it's considered a bourbon. It's a low rye bourbon, high rye bourbon, 95.5 rye whiskey, rye corn whiskey, and light whiskey. Now, the only way that I could think that it could be considered a bourbon is if with all of those ingredients combined, it's still over 51% corn. But I don't know. It says blended bourbon whiskey, so I mean maybe with the word blended and being over 51%, that makes it that changes the verbiage up a little bit and allows them to put the name bourbon on the label. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually know why and how it's able to be called bourbon. You did a blind with a bunch of 100 proofers, Remus 6, OKI, Wilderness Trail 8 year, and an OF Black Label, and the OKI came in second. It really is. It's not going to be the showstopper. It's not going to be the cream of the crop. It's not going to be the best one of the day. But it's not going to get last. It really isn't. It's really, really good stuff, and I absolutely love it. So if you got, I'm pretty sure it's still on Sealbox, which is where I got that bottle. Definitely go over to Sealbox and make sure to check it out. Also, guys, I am going to post the link to the Patreon. We've got a great group of guys over there and absolutely awesome people. So make sure if you guys are thinking about it, go check it out. We got a whole bunch of different tiers and stuff for you guys to join up and decide on if you want to join up just for a couple of dollars a month or up to whatever amount you want to pay, but not necessary whatsoever. But let's go through these real quick one more time. The Wilderness Trail 8 year came in first. I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. Wilderness Trail is absolutely fantastic. I love the sweet mash. I love the sour mash. Both absolute fantastic bottles. And I remember when I first started, I thought I had the wheated bourbon, but I picked up their sour mash. That was funny. That was so funny. But Let's go for glass 5 here one more time. Just gonna go off the palate. I absolutely love that apple pie that comes out of that glass. It is some darn good stuff. Really, really good. Absolutely love that. Let's go to glass number 4. Doing this quick, guys, because I want to know which one is actually the best, and I bet you guys want to know as well. This is tough. This is really tough. This one is better than this one. This one has a sharp spike of spice that doesn't come in from this was glass 5 here that I put in front of 4. That the 5th glass didn't have. It was just well-rounded sweet. So let's move on to glass 3 here. Oh, yeah. That one is hands down better than that one there, too. Let's move on to glass 2. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to cleanse my palate a little bit here. I'm just getting heat now. But I think 3 was better than 2. This is interesting, guys. This is so interesting. 3 is better than 2. At this moment, I want to see in the comments what you think the order is going to be from all 5 of them. All 5. I want to see what you think is going to come from in first to last. I want to see what you guys think, because I got a little bit more drinking to do. Okay, yep. That one's better than that one. And we're on to the final glass here. Let's see what this one is all about. Yeah, CB, BRT02 is so nice. All right, that one is super, super well balanced. It's super well balanced. It's, wow. Glass 2 is just so much better than that. It really is. Wow. But, all right, Mike, you think C922, BRT02, A122, B522, and BRT01. So you think C922 is going to come in first, BRT01 is going to come in last. That's a good estimate. That is really, really good. Okay, yep. Swapping those. Let's see. All right, we got the lineup. We got it. Pretty sure. Let's give him one more nose, see what. Okay. Yep. All right, we're good. All right, I'm good. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm very confident that we have the lineup here. O2. Okay, Tim, you think O2 is going to come out on top of C922 this time? Okay. What's going on, Northwest Bourbon? How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. As you can see, we are doing, for all you guys that are new in here, not quite sure how many of you have joined since we started this, but we're doing the Wheated Bourbon Mash lineup of 2022, seeing which one comes out on top. We have the 3 Larcenies, the 2 Maker's Marks, the BRT01 and 02, Larceny C922, B522, and A122, and we're seeing which one comes out on top. So We are going to start on our right here at 5th place. Drum roll, please. 5th place goes to BRT 01 goes to 5th place. I'm actually surprised at that. I at least thought it was going to come out over at least A122 or B522. But 5th place goes to BRT 01. Very interesting. Let's find out what comes in 4th place. A122 comes in 4th place. And that's going to be this bottle right here. All right. Okay. All right. What's going on, Gnarly? How you doing? I'm having a great night yourself. Are you having a great night? That's the great question right there. Are you yourself having a great night? But let's find out what came in 3rd place. 3rd place goes to B522. And that's going to be this bottle right here. All right. You guys are the chosen ones. You guys decide if you want to know the winner or 2nd place. So I need to know down below in the comments what you want to see. Do you want to know the winner right off of the bat, or do you want to see what 2nd place was right off of the bat? Brick's saying winner. All right, let's see. Tyler's saying winner. Yeah, Zoolander, that's exactly what I mean. I'm kind of surprised that the BRT01 came out in last, but hey, it is what it is. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner. All right. Oh, Tim's thinking 02's going to win. We're going to find out. Everybody's saying winner. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. C922 is your winner. And that means that BRT 02 is 2nd place. There you guys have it. That's the lineup. That is the lineup. You got C922 coming out in 1st place again. Wow. Game over. Exactly, Mike. Did you call that lineup? I got to scroll back up. I really got to see. Did you call that? C922, BRT02, A122? No. Oh, you were 1 off. Oh, my God. So close. If I had that private select you were sipping, you think you could have pursued? You never know. Again? I'm not drinking again, but C922 came out on top again. You got A and B mixed up. You did. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that was pretty darn close. You got a really good guess there. Who else had a good guess? Did anybody else have C9 coming out in 1st? Nope. Tim had BRT02. He had a couple of them flipped. Pete had them flipped a little bit. Everybody had close ones, but, man... Yeah, Northwest. I love the C922 also, as well. It is really, really good stuff. It really is. I'm stoked for this. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. This was a ton of fun. Wow. That was fun as shit. Really fun. All right, so we've got 15 minutes left until I end the live stream. Ask him a question, guys. I'm here for some questions. This is always super, super fun. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you want to know. Corey, you don't spend $110 on it. Don't. Please don't. Please. It's not a $110 bottle. For $110, oh man. You can get so many other things for $110. You can get 2 bottles of Rare Breed for $110. Checking my ABC site now to see if any... Definitely. See if they got anything left on the shelves. Oh, that stinks. You stashed a bottle of BRTO2 at your local store. If nobody knows about it, then that's fine. That's fine. If somebody finds it, they went for a little scavenger hunt, and you got to give them props for finding that. NJ Price, I got it. So the C922 was sent to me by Mike. The A122 I picked up for 75, and the B522 I picked up for 60 here in New Jersey. 2XO versus OKI? That might have to be a different video. That might have to be a different live stream, because that's just, that I have a good that you just brought a good idea into my head there, Dunny. You really did. You really did, because that's a good one. That's a good one. You can order online and they ship to your store. Now that's a wow, Mike. I didn't know they did that in Virginia. Wow. You're looking for a good bottle for your 50th, no more than $300. Wow. Okay. Oh wow. I don't even think you need. That's a good one. I don't think you need to spend over 100 for a good bottle. You really don't. I would recommend Jack Daniel's Barrel Strength Barrel Proof. If you can find an Old Forester single barrel strength, I'd recommend one of those. If you can find the 2XO, I would recommend that. The Phoenix Blend by Dixon Deadman. Absolutely fantastic bottle. Very interesting question. I mean, if you're looking for like a secondary option and you don't want, and you're okay with spending secondary, you could possibly go with Stag Junior. Those on secondary are hitting 300 at the moment. And then Weller Foolproof. Those are right at that $300 mark as well on secondary. Now, I'd never recommend spending secondary on those, but hey, at the end of the day, you could. Again, as also Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, also a good option as well if you can find it. MSRP right around that $160 mark, nowhere near that $160 that you're willing to spend. Yeah, Dustin Willett Purple Top is a good option, the 8-year, really good one. Old Carter, yeah, that's a man, but that you're not gonna. That's a tough find. Is the Old Carters? That's a tough find. Is 2XO worth over $100 in my opinion? I think it's worth that $100 mark. Now, I had a conversation with Andrew Doc, and I told him that I think it's a really good bourbon to show beginner bourbon drinkers how good bourbon can be. Is it the best bourbon? No. Is it the worst bourbon? By far, no. But it's the best bourbon, in my opinion, that I've had in a while to show bourbon drinkers, beginner bourbon drinkers, how good a bourbon can actually get for not spending and breaking the bank. Of course, Tech, that's what we're here for. We're here for that, baby. We got a bottle of Wild Turkey Masters Keep 17-year bottle and bond. Hey, and then the Unforgotten is out now too. That is hitting like that MSRP of like 200 to 250. So I mean, if you can find that with that nice, beautiful like olive green box, hey, that's another good steal, because I've heard absolutely fantastic things about that bottle. Really good bottle. Can I do the 3 ABC bottles of Elijah Craig? So I don't have the Elijah Craig releases, but this year, 2023, I promise you guys, I'm gonna pick them up. I really am. I want to do those comparisons with those bottles this year. And as you guys know, or if you don't know, this was my first year of really enjoying bourbon. I got into it like late into 2021. I had a couple of bottles. I had Buffalo Trace, I had Breckenridge, I had Four Roses, Bullet. I only had like 5 or 6 bottles when I started this, and when I started the channel back in February, I had nothing. I didn't have anything to show for. I had a Woodford Reserve and a Woodford Double Oak. And that was my first video. If you guys scroll down to the first video I ever uploaded, it was a comparison of the Woodford Reserve and Woodford Double Oak. And that's where this channel started. And I've been enjoying it ever since. It's been an absolute blast. Yeah, Mike, I've heard some really good things about the Elijah Craig barrel proofs. And if I love the Larcenies and the other the Elijah Craigs, I'm super stoked to actually try and hunt those this year. They seem like they're a little bit more available than the Larcenies. Whether or not that it's the Larcenies are the same mash bill as Old Fitzgerald or whatnot, not quite sure. But the Elijah Craigs seem like they become a little bit more available here and there compared to the Larcenies. Yes, you shall be. Yeah, definitely get the C922 tomorrow if you definitely can, but don't break the bank, please. I'm excited. I really do want to get those next year. Can't decide on the Old Forester single barrel and the Barrel Vantage. Now that's a tough one. That is an absolute toughie. So Barrel Vantage, absolute fantastic bottle, but Old Forester single barrels is it, if it's the barrel strength, go for the Old Forester. By far, go for the Old Forester. $80 for all three. That's really not the worst price I've ever seen. I saw a C922 last week for $175. Like, what? You're out of your mind if you're selling Larceny for $175. It's going to sit in your museum cabinet for God knows how long. It's not going to leave it. It really isn't. So if you had $100, which is your favorite between OKI versus 2XO versus Widow Decadence? Oh, Dunny. That's so tough. Wow. It would be between Decadence and 2XO. I think for it being the first small batch by Dixon Deadman for his new project that he's doing, I would go for the 2XO, the Phoenix Blend, because he is releasing more small he's going to be releasing more small batches in the next coming months and this year. But if you have the opportunity to buy the 2XO, the Phoenix Blend, go for it. Spend that $100 on it. It's a darn good bottle. It's not gonna like holy cow knock your socks off, but it's gonna drink for that $100. It's a $100 bottle of bourbon. It really is. 94 for a good price for the Old Forester single barrel. That's right in the middle of it. I mean, you have places that sell them for 80. You have places that sell them for 110. So $94 is right in the middle there for the Old Forester single barrel strengths. So if you're willing to spend $94 and upwards of 100 with tax, by all means, go for it. Yeah. This was fun, guys. This was a lot of fun. I hope let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new setup, because I actually dig this. I think it's a lot cooler than the old setup. We got bourbon all around and really, really cool. Absolutely love it. Thumbs up to you. Thanks, guys. Thumbs up. Exactly, CB. 2XO is worth the money for sure. Highly, highly recommend it. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Old Forester single barrel strengths are literally some of the best bourbon on the market. And like I said in today's video, You can find it. It's out there. You just got to go hunting a little bit more, and you're going to find it. You really, really will. And it's some really darn good juice. It really is. Hey, Tim, of course, of course, of course. I mean, I'm young. I'm younger into the bourbon game. I'm not really like. I mean, obviously, we'd all like to have like the full Weller lineup, the entire E.H. Taylor lineup. But there are better bourbons than those out there. You know what I mean? And those are the ones that I'm going to recommend because you don't need to spend a lot of money on good bourbon. You really don't. You're sold? I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Keep rocking the reviews and that cat, bro. I'm in Jersey too. Maybe one day we can do a share. Hey, Corey, maybe one day, definitely. I'm always down to do it. Go Phils. Those birds need to win this Sunday. They absolutely have to. And I was sweating bullets, and I'm sweating bullets again. Giants are not sitting their starters. Holy cow. I don't know why, but hey. With Jalen Hurts back behind center, I think they will be able to pull it out and get that first seed. Exactly. Yeah, Josh. I'd go up to 100. I mean, I got my Old Forester single barrel strength for $100. I wouldn't go over $100. But at that $100 mark, it is definitely a steal of a bottle. We need to stream and have a blind flight together. I'm new to this streaming stuff. Yes, definitely, definitely, Dustin. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, Corey, we gotta have it. We gotta have that first seed. Gotta have it. Definitely, Dustin. Definitely, definitely. But what are we at time-wise here, guys? It's 7:57, so we got a couple more minutes. Any other questions that you have for me, drop them down there. Let's see if we can answer a couple more before we end this live stream, because I gotta clean the house up a little bit. Okay, Dustin. Exactly, CB. Knob Creek 12 year, not Russell's 10. I'm gonna go on right now and say Russell's 10. No, 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 no. Russell's Reserve or the Russell's single barrels and their private selects. Yes, 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 yes. What's going on? What's going on? But Cooper's 100. I had a sample of that sent to me from SLB. Absolutely fantastic bottle. And I think they're selling it in New York now, not New Jersey still, but I hope one day it's sold in Jersey so I can just add it to the shelf without having to drive 100 miles to get it. A recent favorite around $50. I'm going to go under $50. Are you ready for this one? I've been going to this bottle right here like crazy. The Benchmark Single Barrel. And can't go wrong with this. Not complex at all. Super sweet. Absolutely fantastic. Just for like a nice sipper to sit down and enjoy. Just cannot go wrong with that Benchmark Single Barrel. I was thrown away from the Benchmark Full Proof. Had a lot of people tell me about that Benchmark Single Barrel. And they were right. The Single Barrel might be the best of the lineup. Salty, no, none of them. Actually, I had one leaker, but it didn't leak a lot. Just a little bit on the label. But all of them were safe. No breaking, no nothing. Same for you, Josh, if you're still in here. Nothing was broken in your samples that you sent to me. They're all perfectly fine. And I can't thank you guys enough for sending me those samples because a lot of those I have not had. And I am super stoked to get into those. Really, really stoked. Especially the... shit. The store pick that you sent me here, absolutely stoked to compare that to the other store picks that I have and see which one actually comes out on top. And Salty, the Blade and Bow, I'm stoked to try that one because I've heard good things about it, how it's better than Blanton's or it's just as good as Blanton's, but I'm going to put it to the test and we're going to find that out. But We are at 8 o'clock, guys. This is absolutely one of my most fun things to do on the channel is do these live streams. I want to do, I keep saying this every single time we do these live streams. I want to do them more often and more frequent and stick to a schedule, but it's difficult. So what we're going to plan on now is this was the first Monday of January. I'm going to plan to do the next one the first Monday of February. So we're going to try and do these every first Monday of the month. You guys got to keep me to stick to that because I get lazy. I want to watch football. I get home late. I cook dinner. You guys have to be on top of me on the videos and the comments. Be like, yo, let's do the live stream this Monday, blah, blah, blah. Kick me into gear. Let me know because the setup of these is what is it's dragging because I got to set it all up. But to be able to sit here and interact with you guys, it's absolutely fun, and I absolutely love it. It's just a setup. But at the end of the day, it's absolutely fun to sit here and talk with you guys and just drink bourbon and have a fun conversation. And hey, I love it. I hope you guys love it too. Yeah, Tracy, you're watching and cooking dinner at the same time. We rushed dinner. We ate at like 5:30 this evening so that I could do this today. Thanks, Salty. Cheers to you. But this has been an absolute blast. And for all you guys that are new or are wondering what these bottles were in front of us, C922 came out in front. We did the weeded bourbon lineup. We had the makers, we had the larceny bottles, and the C922 came out on top. But this has been an absolute blast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave one last like. Check out today's video one more time for that 2,000 subscriber giveaway. But until next time, this has been Nathan with The Everyday Drinker. Cheers, guys.